My name is Wade Munson. I am a firefighter paramedic with the Orange County Fire Authority based in Orange County, Southern California. And I am also the canine peer support specialist, which means that I am a member of our peer support team. And I have a canine companion named Pax, who comes with me in order to help facilitate just navigating behavioral health issues within the fire service for firefighters and their families. There's a long and storied history of dogs in the fire service, and they've adapted different modalities just based off of what comes up or what has come in the intervening time periods. We are seeing a huge investment in departments nationwide that are looking to boost the profile and the efficacy of their behavioral health resources for the departments. So we're seeing facility dogs and therapy dogs enter into station life again, for a couple of different reasons. I think the first reason is that just being around a dog in general brings a level of comfort and a level of homeliness back into the firehouse, which is a very regimented, very structured world. And it gives people kind of a taste of home and a little bit of familiarity that everything isn't just structured. In behavioral health and in a lot of different things, you have what are called reactive modalities and you have proactive modalities. And fire dogs within the fire service kind of have both of those modalities that we can use to help make a situation better. A department having a therapy dog is a very proactive measure because it can be used in reactive situations and it can be used to mitigate events before they reach crisis level. My peer support canine Pax, essentially he'll come in and he'll just be around. He'll go to each individual, let them pet him. I'll bring a toy with him sometimes and he'll try to give the toy to people. But essentially what that does is it allows those people to be more externally focused and more willing to engage in a discussion. If people are at work for a long time, I try to go do a station visit. I try to bring our dog up to visit our dispatchers who sit in a room all day and just don't have the closure that we have with calls. They take the incipient 911 call, and then they don't really have an avenue to get clarification after the fact because they're not on scene with us. So just bringing the dog anywhere, whether it's interface with communities, interface with our dispatchers or our professional staff, interface with our firefighters. And oftentimes when our firefighters are at our stations for a long time, they bring their families over. There are a lot of different organizations that are beautiful organizations that are looking to interface with first responders, whether it's law enforcement or nurses or firefighters that go out of their way to train dogs in obedience training and a couple other different modalities in order to source these dogs that are even-tempered, well-mannered, and well-behaved, and to get them into the fire service so that they can help the memberships of these departments that certainly struggle a lot with behavioral health. So kind of the first step of when these people or when these places source dogs is they find a dog for the correct temperament. So they're looking for a dog that's calm, easily trainable, non-aggressive, that's able to interface with adults and children, but also kind of within a narrow scope. If you look at my dog, Pax, for example, he was originally sourced by a company down in Southern California to be a narcotics identification dog. So he was going through that process, and the trainer there very quickly realized that he was much more interested in people than he was in drugs. So they did a trade-off. The place that I ended up getting him from it had a dog that they thought was really, really focused and was really, really kind of malleable in scent training. Whereas Pax, my dog, was just more wanting to play with people, play with toys, kind of your normal average Labrador retriever. So they did a swap. My organization, it's called Thor's Hope, down in Bonsall. They ended up doing some more obedience training for the dog, and then they brought me into the equation. So I matched with Pax. I went to the organization. They had a couple of dogs that they were willing to show me, and Pax was the second dog that I met. Pax just jumped up onto my lap, and they're like, okay, that looks like a match. So they did some very thorough obedience training for him, and then after about 4 months of that, because it was already continuing education for him, they brought me in to do socialization with Pax and just to teach me how to handle him appropriately. So kind of what that entailed is I would go to the training facility. I'd walk around with their head trainer, a guy named David Green. He's an incredible trainer, both in the fire world and in just other dog events. And he would show me the correct commands, how the dog should be behaving appropriately. He would bring me into social situations with the dog just to show me, hey, this is what's going to happen here. This is where he should sit. This is where you would have to give him a command to do something, so on and so forth. And the training that I have through this organization is very much based off of mine and Pax's needs. There are a lot of organizations that take a very, very strong hand in the training. They do mandated training, either weekly, biweekly, or monthly. I do training with my dog consistently, but it tends to be based off of more what I'm noticing in his interactions with people and his interactions with social situations.